looking to become a better leader, whether that's in business, in sports, or in life, and you haven't found a book yet to help you get to that game-changing aha moment, well, we have the book for you. Tighten the Lug Nuts, the principles of balanced leadership. Tighten the Lug Nuts will help you get to that game-changing leadership moment. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and iBooks, or at 360managementservices.com. That's the number 360managementservices.com. Pick up your copy today and start changing your leadership styles.
Now it's time for the show. Do this look like work to you? Nah. Looking at the lights like it's all of this for me. Everyone tonight is here. All of this for me. Hands in the air, yeah. All of this for me. Bottles over here. All of this for me. For me. All of this for me. For me. All of this for me. For me. Light fast, light flash. All of this for me. For me. All of this for me. For me. All of this for me. For me. Bottles bringing bottles. Yeah. All of this for me. For me. You for real?
Hello, and welcome in to the Rome Show here on the March 23rd, 2020 edition.
March 23rd.
A different location tonight for the Rome Show. I am Andrew Romanella. That is Rocky Romanella. We are streaming live from my apartment in Morristown, New Jersey. Obviously, the elephant that is or is not in the room, depending on which way you look at it, is COVID-19. Therefore, we have quarantined our radio show into my apartment for the evening. So we're going Rome Show live from the couch.
But we're not 6 feet apart, so I think we're breaking federal law right now.
We might be breaking some rules. The cool part about this show, though, ladies and gentlemen, is you can also still call in. Our main man, Ruben, is at Hamilton Radio right now. The phone number is 609-807-2492. Any point in time, you can call in. We are live via Skype.
Yes.
Which is on your Facebook. It's also on HamiltonRadio.net channel 2 or the Hamilton Radio app. Either way, the Facebook is facebook.com/Andrew.Romanella. Chime in on the Facebook comments. We got a really fun show for you today. You might be asking us, what could you really do on a sports talk show when professional sports haven't been here in about 2 weeks? Well, we have something good for you, and it's called Rome Show Madness.
Rome Show Madness. By the way, I feel like I'm on a coffee talk show because we're on a couch right now. You know, I feel like this is very appropriate. You know what? I should actually
do it
it's
the
got
right
to
be this way. Yeah. So, how are you today?
Yeah, no, it's great. No, this is awesome.
I could not do the show the whole way. I couldn't do the show the whole way. But it's cool for us because being brothers and having done this activity of sitting on the couch for our entire lifetimes together.
Life.
You're getting a real glimpse into the real version, not behind the microphone. Wow.
We are
literally live from the studio. Ruben just popped up on our screen what it looks like in the studio as if we're in the studio. So pretty cool stuff. And he's typing us messages through. So Rome Show Madness. Just to give you a little bit of idea what Rome Show Madness is going to be. Okay. Behind us, which this is our novice ability with the video. When we set it up, we thought, oh, this is all of the teams in Rome Show Madness, and all of the people behind us will be able to see. Then we quickly realized, A, you can't see it, and B, it's backwards because we're on camera. So we are going to read you what is Rome Show Madness, okay? The people might be asking, what the hell is it, okay? You got a glimpse of it on my Instagram page today, Coach Romo24. All right, Rome Show Madness is the top 64 plus 8 playing games, so 72 total sports movies, the top sports movies of all time. One of our favorite categories.
Top.
Not
like marginal.
No.
They're not like don't call me and talk to me about, hold on.
Borg versus McEnroe.
Yeah. Like we're talking all-time greats, people. Like the movies that you will always watch when they're on TNT, TBS, whatever the channel is. Like we're talking the elite, best of the best.
And we saw it's called the FN Nerds Podcast. We want to shout them out because this was their idea originally, and we hope that this gets back to FN Nerds Podcast because we don't disagree with the idea, the concept, or majority of the teams that are on their 64-team bracket. What we disagree with highly was about 5 movies that weren't on, and certain seeds that they gave certain sports movies.
Pretty much like we're going to tell you what we think.
Yes.
And if you have a chance, look at theirs and it'll be completely different.
So, all right, here's how it's going to operate. Rocky has been doing some research on how we can make a online tournament style bracket.
I'm the scribe.
He's the scribe for the Rome Show. Okay. So you can, all right, we're going to make you a bracket. Everyone will be able to download the bracket. We'll explain all of those details on Coach Romo 24 Instagram. Okay. Everyone will be able to download the bracket. They can see the bracket. All right. You can start filling it out, but the idea here, okay, is you can fill it out and then we're going to have a fan vote on it. All right. So each week, so this week, you'll be voting on all the playing games. So there'll be 4 playing games.
We have playing games.
We have playing games.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's how deep this year's tournament is. I mean, it's a lot of bubble teams.
Listen, there's been a lot of great players out in the field this year, and you have to give some respect where respect is due, and they've earned a right to get smoked, by a number 1 seed.
So the Rome Show is going to let you do that. Okay. This list has been put together through a few different channels. Okay. A few of my former players who got the original list and gave it to me. Obviously, Rocky here. Some of my friends from FDU. Okay. One movie that has come up, and we're not going to get into it right this second, but it will be gotten to at some point on this show. One movie that has come up that we have not put on the board is Air Bud. So the people out there that would like to chime in on A, Air Bud, and whether or not it should be on the board, or B, what movies are on our board, their rankings as we let them out to you, or if you don't even believe they should be on the board, or we missed a movie. We already know we missed one that we're probably going to have to debate about putting it on the board. But the bracket is not finalized until this show ends at 8 p.m. tonight. But it's finalized at 8 p.m. tonight, and then we want you all chiming in on the conversation. There will be a prize winner, okay, for the person that's able to guess the best bracket. Now, you got to understand something here. And this is the hard part about putting the bracket together.
Yo, Frank Pine said the board looks good, by the way.
Duh, yeah, Frank.
Yeah,
that's what
nice.
we're talking about. You can't read it, though.
No, he can read it. Maybe we can't.
We can't read it, but you guys can read it. So
yeah, I don't know. Don't even worry about it.
I'm not going to worry about it.
All right.
So it does look good. So you can see it. So the idea was good. Plus on our part. So you can chime in. Let us know. The winner's going to get something. We're going to decide that. Obviously, originally, it would be pretty cool to give you tickets to a game like we've done in the past. Rocky.
So the fans vote, and that's who wins.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The fans vote. That's who wins. They fill out their brackets, hoping to figure out
fun.
if they can guess all the way through what the fans would choose.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. So when we release our bracket tonight, okay, or the latest tomorrow morning, okay, the first round is going to be on Wednesday night. That's the play-in games, all right? And then we're going to have the field of 64 and the field of 32 happen on Friday and on Sunday, leading into next Monday's show, with which we will dissect at that time the Sweet 16.
Outstanding.
All right? Have anything else for the people before we get going here?
Yeah, listen, here's the deal. So 2 things. Number 1, if you're opinionated, let us know. We need to know your opinion and if you agree or disagree with us, because that's just fun. And then 2, 609-807-2492, because we, yes, can still accept phone calls.
Yes, we can.
Live.
Live.
So 609-807-2492, and if you want to chime in on the rankings. And so we should just get in from top down. That way we can get the good stuff out of the way and really debate the last teams in.
I agree with you. Top down.
All right. So you want to give them our top 10 first?
I think we'll give them our top 10 first. So here's what we're going to do. And by the way, did you see Mr. Betts chime in? Nice long beards.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening during this quarantine. No one's barber's open, and we're letting it grow. Tom Hanks Castaway. That's the goal by the time I walk out of this apartment when this is all said and done. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through what we deemed our top 10, which gives you 8 1s and 2 seeds, and then a 3 seed there. Okay, so our 4 1 seeds are as such: Rocky, the original.
I got a number 1 seed. Yeah.
We're not talking.
Yeah. What a season for me. Yeah, first in the country in rebounds, in steals, and yeah, that's about it. And assists.
Assists. There you go.
I got assists too.
I hope you understand that is as natural a reaction as you can get. That was not planned in any way, shape, or form. Okay, your next number one seed is Miracle. Okay, your next number one seed is Space Jams, and your last number one seed is Remember the Titans. Okay, so Rocky, Miracle, Remember the Titans, and Space Jams. Those are your 4 number one seeds. All right. Anything on the one seeds before you go?
No, I mean, I think Miracle is I think we decided Miracle is first overall.
Miracle is the overall number one seed.
Nice.
And just if you guys are trying to get an idea, and we will, I'm going to go through the FM Nerds podcast as we go through here. One of our biggest discrepancies, which kind of told us we wanted to do this, was Miracle. I don't even know if it was on here, but I believe it was like a 4 or a 5 seed. And in our opinion, because of historical context, I mean, it's a Disney movie, so I'm always going to err on the side of Disney. But because of historical context alone, there's no way it should even be below a 2 seed. And with our hockey backgrounds, we're going to always err on the side of a 1 seed.
It's worth it to note that 2 of the 4 number one seeds are Disney movies.
That's a great point.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
They're both Disney movies.
Yeah. All right. So those are your 4 1 seeds. All right. We're on the Facebook now. Get in on the Facebook if you want to chime in on what the 1 seeds are. 2 seeds coming up. We got Rudy, Field of Dreams, Happy Gilmore, and Friday Night Lights. Those are your 4 2 seeds. Okay. Field of Dreams was a tough one, but I think it's such a good movie. And Kevin Costner in that movie is so good. It's Kevin Costner, right?
In Field of Dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's working so hard on this bracket.
Dude, Field of Dreams is next level. Like is this heaven or is this Iowa?
It's a great
song.
All time.
And by the way, if you talk to some old timers, not old timers, but if you talk to people who are older than us, right? Field of Dreams is in their top.
It's a top movie. And that's the other hard part.
Especially if you're a real sports person and you played baseball.
And that's the other hard part about this list is you have to take generations into account here because and the next movie. So I'll give you 1 3 seed right now, Raging Bull. Okay? Raging Bull's in black and white. Raging Bull is an old movie. But again, when you go back to history, it's still talked about to this day, over 40 years old as a movie. When you put those things into context, you say to yourself, I mean, it's got to be high up on the list. If we're still talking about how it's a great sports movie, it has to be up there on the list. No doubt. So Raging Bull's a 3 seed. Mighty Ducks is a 3 seed. Again, much like Rocky, we're talking the original Mighty Ducks here. Okay, none of this sequel stuff. Sandlot, a number 3 seed. And your Caddyshack, also a number 3 seed. Okay, so Mighty Ducks, Caddyshack, Raging Bull, and The Sandlot. Those are your 3 seeds.
Wait, you said Sandlot?
Yep.
My bad.
So what we're doing here is we're live generating the bracket for you. So the bracket can be done, hopefully, by the end of this show. It looks like, and we're going to pause here for a second because I think.
Do we have a phone call?
Rudy blows. You know they.
Wow.
They begrudgingly gave him that ball. That is a harsh comment. We have an Airbud in all caps.
Why? I don't. What is the thing with Airbud?
Phone call on our end, Ruben. We got a phone call, Rube? I don't even know how to answer a phone call right now.
Nah, that's definitely appreciated. That's for sure.
Good luck on us. And we're going to talk about Airbud, no doubt. And, we got some people going back and forth on the Facebook. Jordan Leggett is not a fan of Frank's comment. Good. This is what we need, people. And if you're going to call in, we just got a note from Ruben. Make sure you call the phone number at Hamilton Radio, 609-807-2492. And that's how he'll be able to get you on the air. All right? Okay, so here we go. Moving on. We got the 3 seeds done, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 4 seeds. Varsity Blues, Major League, Talladega Nights, Any Given Sunday. Wow, that is a great set of 4 seeds.
That's a power. That's a power comp. That's
So
a power 4.
Varsity Blues was one we debated about. So just so you guys have an idea, and I don't know if you can see it behind the board, it's a little erased now. We went top 20, top 30, top 40, top 50, top 64. And when we went through it, we just wrote down the movies in whatever category we felt they would fall under, 64, 50, 40, whatever it was. And then from there, we went through and we tried to seed them appropriately. Okay? This is where it's kind of come through. So as the bracket moves from our left to right, which I believe, as Frank has let us know, is also your left to right. As that happens, you'll see how the seeding gets higher, and then that's how we determine the bracket. All right? So those are your 4 seeds. All right.
I got a pretty good system going over here, by the way, just so you know, on how to rank this in our different regions.
Ooh. All right, so now 5 seeds?
5 seeds.
5 seeds for the people, okay? And once we get to the 8th seed, we're going to take a quick break to dissect the top, I guess that would be 32 teams in the tournament. And then we'll move forward. So your 5 seeds. Waterboy, heavy 5 seed. Could I mean, depending on what its 12 seed is, that could be a deep run to the tournament.
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari, which Rocky made an adamant argument about. A few of my former players made an adamant argument
No,
about.
it's a great movie. I loved it.
And I have to be honest with you. And if we're going to be honest with the people here, it's not like we've seen every single one of these 72 movies, but we've researched.
I mean, I'm a
we've looked
NASCAR fan,
and
I've
we've
seen every racing movie.
and we've talked to the people. Yeah, it's like Talladega Nights is leading the way. Okay, 5, Dodgeball. So that's 3 5 seeds, correct? And your last 5 seed, ooh, Bull Durham.
Wow, listen, I have someone very close to me at work who was adamant that Bull Durham was top 5 movie of all time.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's the
He's a
other
baseball
thing.
guy, though. He's a baseball guy.
And that's the other thing with this list, though. And as I'm learning and I'm thinking about this and we're saying it out loud and all this other stuff, right? The other part of this is the type of movie genre that you fall into and want to watch more so than not is going to be a part of how you feel this list should play, right? Because, like, for example, if I'm a funny movie person, I err on the side of comedies the entire time I like to watch movies. I'm going to err on the side of Talladega Nights and movies that make me laugh in that manner, right? If I'm a more serious, action-packed type of person, I might err on the side of Ford versus Ferrari, right? Hey, maybe I err on the side of something completely different, like a Gridiron Gang or something that's like more of a brute sport movie than a funny sports movie.
I'm into whatever's good.
I agree.
Like, whatever's good.
I like all genres, but like, you really can't have an opinion on this, right? And then you tell me, people, if you're not like gung-ho on sports movies.
Listen, there's a special place for Dodgeball as a comedy.
Yes.
Right? It's so special that right now, when we have no sports, ESPN is live streaming ESPN 8 The Ocho
because
right?
of Dodgeball.
It is The Ocho because of Dodgeball. By the way, ESPN 2 played Dodgeball.
Rue.
Are we back?
Hey guys, hold on a second.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Skype disconnected us.
You let me know, Rube.
Hello.
Where were we?
Someone's on the phone.
Okay, guys, you're alive.
We are back. Hey, a little technical difficulties. That's going to happen when we're live streaming from somebody's apartment about 75 miles away to a studio. Hey, these things happen. The Rome Show, Andrew Romanella, Rocky Romanella. We'll just pretend like that was our commercial break. That commercial break was brought to you by 360managementservices.com. Head to 360managementservices.com and pick up your copy of Tighten the Lug Nuts. Oh, wait. You can actually head to tightenthelugnuts.com and you can get your copy straight up there. You can get it on Amazon, iBooks, Barnes & Noble, the Kindle app, whatever it is. Pick up your copy of Tighten the Lug Nuts, tightenthelugnuts.com or 360managementservices.com, the official show sponsor of the Rome Show. And heck, why not? Rome Show. Madness. Rube, do we still have a caller on the line? I don't know if we do. If we do, we can put him through. If not, we're going to keep rolling with the Rome Show Madness bracket. If you do want to try and call, oh, we do have a caller. Let's throw him on, Rube.
Hello?
Caller! Give me your name and where you calling from.
The FDU building manager, the number one, calling from Delaware County, Pennsylvania.
Is this a one Stephen McCrossan?
It is.
Oh, Steve.
It's great to hear from you, Steve.
We missed you, man.
We haven't heard you in a while.
How are the Romes?
The Romes are doing good, as you know. Okay, obviously.
Steve, I want you to weigh in on Invincible, like Mike, and Ready to Rumble. Do you think that they should make it in the tournament?
Like Mike should definitely make it in the tournament.
Like Mike isn't in.
But like Mike isn't.
I know, I'm just...
Okay,
Oh,
continue.
No, I still... Wait, are you going to let you send us for him now? The one we talked about?
I sent you one we're reading off of.
Okay, yeah, first off, Youngblood's way too far. That needs to be at least a 4 seed.
See, that's my guy right there. Like Youngblood, the reason Youngblood's so high is because it's literally top 3 hockey movies of all time. So, I mean, there's only 4 of them. So,
and just so you people know, the list that Steven is talking about is the list directly behind us. So
he had insider information.
He had insider information. Okay, yeah. So, Steve, can I give you the reasoning on Youngblood? Because Rocky makes a good point. Okay, Youngblood's right now, and again, he called in, so we're going to get through it. But Youngblood right now we have as a 12 seed. All right,
it's a good 12 seed.
It's a good 12 seed. It's like a George Mason 2007 12 seed. But the problem, Steve, is that we feel like the mass community of hockey watching movie peoples is probably not as large, therefore would not grant it to be a higher seed, whether us 3 agree or don't agree. Make sense?
Well, there's an easy answer to that, Romo, and they just got to figure it out.
Yeah. Steve's my kind of guy.
Yeah, he is your kind of guy. Fair point out of you. I think we need a Steve and Rocky show one day.
I mean, I could go all day with this guy.
What else you got for us, Stevie?
You know, Varsity Blues, what's that, a 4 seed?
Yes.
If I'm saying it? Dude, I think that's at least you got to give Billy Bob at least a 3 seed.
Billy Bob might be a 3 seed, but the whole movie's probably a 5.
Dude, listen,
Bob,
you remember,
if you remember correctly in the movie,
dude,
Billy Bob
is
was
still
10,
in your top 20, top 30 movies of all time. Like, you can't, like, don't be down on Varsity Blues. Like, Varsity Blues is a love for all people in the millennial generation. If you were in 8th grade when Varsity Blues came out, that means MTV was at its height. Carson Daly was still crushing it on TRL, right? And MTV was only cranking out incredible movies. And at that time, it was Varsity Blues. So, like, I think a 5 seed for Varsity Blues is a great seed, because there are people in the younger generation that's in college and playing sports right now that have never seen Varsity Blues, which is just sad.
again, they just got to figure it out.
I love you, Steve.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah, all right.
Question is the rookie in there?
Rookie is in there. The
Yeah, we
rookie
got the rookie in.
right now.
Well, let's get through it. Let's keep going.
The rookie, Steve, is.
The rookie's on the board.
It's
Don't
on the
worry.
board. I don't know where we put it though.
It's up there. Rookie of the year is definitely up there. Rowan Gardner. Nice.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Well, let's get through it.
We'll get through it. Anything else, Steve, while you're on the phone though, dude?
No, that's it. You guys have a great day. Just want to call in.
Hey, can we make this a weekly thing now and not, skip us for 2 weeks and pretend like we don't exist in your mind anymore?
All right. You know what? I'm sorry about that. That was my fault. I'll take full responsibility for that one.
We appreciate you for that.
Well, Romo, it was good talking to you both. And then, Andrew, I'll talk to you later when we play some Call of Duty.
That's facts. 100%. Thanks, brother.
Bye, Steve.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Later.
The rookie's not on
It's
the
not.
board.
I'm looking at the list. I don't think we put it on there.
Yeah, I might have to take off. I'm taking off I, Tanya.
It's either that or I might take off Blue Crush.
I love Blue Crush.
All right, so we're gonna keep going
Let's
here.
keep going.
We got a lot of good write-ins. This is a great day. We really appreciate all you people that are chiming in on the Facebook. And obviously, if you want to call in like Steve just did, 609-807-2492. Rocky got a nice comment on the analysis of Varsity Blues. So
Appreciate it. Fun fact about Jordan Legath: he lived in the same room that I lived in. We swapped years.
oh wow,
Yeah, I know.
at Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware.
Wow, that's
I know.
exciting. Well, there you go. Fun fact about the Blue Hens. Top 30 going into your 6 seeds. Okay. Now, I think this is a great category, and this is going to be a category to watch throughout the tournament. Okay. A League of Their Own. The Fighter. Coach Carter. And I'm missing one.
What do you mean you're missing one? We don't have
Hardball.
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 Coming in. Talk about a tearjerker.
Tearjerker. So you have 60s, League of Their Own, The Fighter, Coach Carter, Hardball. I don't know if anything needs to be said about those movies, but the fact that just watch that part of the bracket because they might make a run. And there are some people that might put Coach Carter top higher.
Yeah, Coach Carter's great, and when he says, our greatest fear is that we aren't adequate.
Yes.
Spanish from old school with a serious role, gotta love it.
That's right.
And by the way, like if you're gonna harp on League of Their Own, like you suck. Like that's a great movie.
Great movie.
It's a great movie.
It's in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Tom Hanks.
Take it out of here.
Like Tom Hanks, there's no crying in baseball.
Yep.
Iconic, outstanding. Like it's in. And it's better than a 10 seed for anyone who thinks it's worse.
And again, comes back to historical context. Some of this, for us, falls into the importance in Rocky talked about it last week. He loves history and what it stands for in the history of that sport specifically. They put it in the Baseball Hall of Fame. If something's more important enough, if a movie's important enough to put in the Baseball Hall of Fame, obviously the story is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. The movie is just a make of it.
Tom Hanks didn't make it in?
I don't think Tom.
That's too bad.
Yeah, he's on the senior ballot. Moving on to your 7 seeds, okay? And Steve, hold on about 10 minutes because I know you just texted me. You're about to get that movie on the list. Okay, here we go. 7 seeds. The Longest Yard, Angels in the Outfield, Creed, and We Are Marshall.
Nice.
The deeper we go into this list, and I don't know if the people feel the same way,
What was the fourth one?
they're all really good movies.
What was the fourth one?
We Are Marshall.
Oh, there we go. Oh, another
God,
tearjerker.
such a and just so people understand, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies on our list now that on the original list that we saw
weren't even there.
So, and some movies that we have ranked significantly higher, and then what they had ranked. Again, we'll put that out so you can see it. 8 seeds. 8 seeds. The Program, Warrior, Mr. McCrossan, Replacements, and Cinderella Man.
Dude, boxing movies are better than the actual sports.
Boxing movie is 100%. Well, and boxing movie about when boxing was really good and popular.
Yeah.
Boxing probably hasn't been popular, I don't know, 20 years.
And I think I think the program for football guys is like Youngblood to hockey guys.
Would you agree, if you're a football person writing on this show, because we had a lot of debate about the football movies, because we believe whatever type of sports guy you fall in, like, so for example, they'd call me a baseball guy, they'd call him a hockey guy, they'd call a head football coach a football guy. That's going to alter this a little bit. So the program was one we had a lot of debate on, because originally we put it as a top 40 movie of all time, which would make it a 9 seed or higher. And Rocky made a good point. Football coaches, or football people in general, football guys or gals for that matter, might agree it might even be higher.
Dude, it's a great movie. You got college athletes getting paid money from boosters,
Which is what we kind of live with now.
Gotta love it. It's stud athletes doing their
Where
thing.
we're going. All right, 9 seeds it is. Continuing forward here on this March Rome Show Madness. Right now, as the seeds get generated, then what we're going to do is we're going to match them up and we'll roll.
I'm doing that.
You are?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I know.
9 seed.
9.
Slap Shot.
Ooh.
$1 Million Baby.
Hilary Swank does a great job.
Great job in that movie. Bad News Bears. And Seabiscuit.
We might need to take Seabiscuit off.
I was just about to say that's a great, it's a horse movie, horse racing. We don't have a lot of that. We don't have that genre
Seabiscuit
yet.
a 9 seed?
Seabiscuit might not be a 9 seed. I don't know what we were thinking.
Jerry Maguire's a 9 seed.
Jerry Maguire is a 9 seed.
It's not on our board.
It's not on
right
our
now.
board.
All right, Seabiscuit's out.
So we're going to put Jerry Maguire on over Seabiscuit. Jerry Maguire is one of those movies. Well, and the other one that we didn't put on the list yet. The other one is
We'll find a spot for Seabiscuit.
Mystery Alaska.
Seabiscuit, Mystery Alaska. I could see them as plans. Just because,
All right, so we're changing the 9 seeds.
Yeah.
We're taking Seabiscuit out.
Seabiscuit still might get to play, but not as a 9.
Not as a 9 seed. And we are making Jerry Maguire a 9 seed.
No doubt.
Tom Cruise. Show me the money, Jerry.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I know.
And by the way, you got to think about it. Right now, in sports, the era of the GM is greater than it's ever been. The coverage with football from February 3rd until the time that we start training camp, it's all about the GM, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Because it's about the combine, it's about OTAs, it's about what you're doing in free agency. That is the GM, right? Which essentially is the agent.
Yeah.
And now, if you go cross sport, baseball, for example, you're seeing a lot more agents get into general managership.
Well, you know what's funny about that too is in the era where in free agency matters so much that movie dates pre-free agency, which is why it was so hard for, what is his name, Tidwell in the movie? Rod Tidwell. It's so hard for him to get a contract with the Arizona Cardinals because paying people millions at that time.
Yeah.
In that era, was that the 90s or the 90s? That's not even free agency now in football is still a newer thing. Trading people in football is a newer thing. So it almost predated the time we're in. So put Jerry Maguire to 9 seed. At me, Coach Romo 24 if you don't agree. The program. Oh, our head football coach at FDU, who we've had on the show before, Mr. Jimmy Robertson, just chimed in on the Facebook.
Nice.
He said, the program, watch out for the upset over a number 1 seed in the second round. Wow. Going to make a deep run.
Wow.
I like it. Okay, Jimbo. I like it. Well, listen, Jimmy. If you're going to
know, man, that's a tough one.
I better see your vote, Jim. I better see your vote if that's the case. I like it, dude. Listen, we need some upsets out here.
Listen, I like it. It's all going to be what the voters choose.
What the voters choose.
Vote your conscience.
Vote your conscience, but fill out your bracket. Because we have to keep the bracket tally points, okay? Again, we'll release it all on Instagram tomorrow. Hey, here we go. We're on 10 seeds, correct?
10 seeds.
All right, here we go.
This is where miracles are made.
This is where Miracle becomes a movie.
Yeah, listen, this is why the dance becomes madness.
It is. This is Rome Show Madness. Okay, here we go. Tin Cup. Hoosiers. Cool Runnings.
Yes.
And for someone out there chiming onto my phone, Mr. Gallagher, The Little Giants.
Wow.
10 seed for The Little Giants. Listen, The Little Giants is a great movie. It is a great movie. As a 10 seed, it sits in the top 40 movies of all time.
Danny O'Shea Chevrolet.
I mean, come on. The annexation of Puerto Rico, we don't disagree, but we just couldn't put it higher than a 10 seed based on the other movies, the 39 other movies we just read off. I don't know.
Spike don't play with girls.
Spike would not play anymore.
Power Eye.
Now he's just going to yell out quotes from that movie. So thank you.
That kid has chin-ups on his desk.
Do you agree or do you disagree?
I think Little Giant's a good 10 seed.
I know. I mean, we made the list, so I would hope. Although we did just change. And I just got another text from Steve, who just called into the show. Horse racing built this gambling degenerate country. He's right.
I'm not saying Seabiscuit's not going to be in the thing. He's just not going to be an I seed anymore, Steve.
Yeah. All
Sorry.
right. That's a fair point. 11 seeds. All right. Now, this is where it got dicey for us. As you can imagine, when you get this deep in a tournament-making bracket, we concluded one thing. We know the NCAA is corrupt, so we know that all their systems and processes might not necessarily be great. But we had a feeling that once they got 11 seed and higher, they kind of just started choosing based on which teams they liked more.
Yeah.
So it ended up being like, this one could be an 11, this one could be a 12. Well, I like this one a little bit more than that one, so we'll make it a 12 over an 11. And then it kind of hit us both. This has to be what they do when they make the NCAA tournament. So I don't know if there are any upsets here, people. We'll find out. 11 seed, Summer Catch,
Great one.
Love and Basketball,
Wow. This is a powerful 11 group.
The Blind Side,
The Blind Side's not higher. Wow.
and Kingpin.
Kingpin's a great one.
Great movie. Kingpin was not on the original list. That was a Rocky Romanella. Make sure it's on the list.
Dude, that is Bill Murray bowling. The guy has a rose in the middle of his bowling ball. It's incredible.
And loses his hand, doesn't he?
Listen, I'm just saying, it's a great movie. It can't be in the same. It probably can't be in the same. It can't be in the same side as Tin Cup. Yeah, why not? It's the same movie, just golfing.
I'm not going to lie. I hope that our show is this good and it's not just the quarantine that's getting this many people to chime in. But keep this going every week. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun so far doing this on the couch. It's a lot more comfortable to seat. Okay, going to the 12 seats. I, Tonya.
Take it out. Take I, Tonya out. You can throw Seabiscuit back in.
I can't have a full opinion on I, Tonya because I have not seen the movie.
Seabiscuit's back in for I, Tonya.
Why?
Yeah. Listen, I love the story.
I don't think
Nancy
he likes the
Kerrigan.
name I, Tonya.
Tonya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan, great story, playing game. It's a really good movie, playing game.
Okay. So now I guess Seabiscuit now becomes a 12 seed.
Yeah, Seabiscuit can go back in for the gambling people.
Okay. There you go, Steve. The degenerate gamblers. Seabiscuit's back in. And it's labeled after the Little Giants. I feel like that's the right thing to do.
No, I like it.
Okay. So Seabiscuit, 42.
42 is a good one. That might be an upset.
Rookie of the, no. Invincible
There you go.
and Youngbloods.
Young Blood.
Yeah, sorry, I do that every time. Youngblood.
By the way, for those of you who have never seen Youngblood and you want to get a taste of 1980s Patrick Swayze and Rob Lowe together, watch Youngblood.
Mm-hmm.
They happen to be playing hockey.
And it's a great movie.
Fun
It's such
fact.
a good movie.
Fun fact about the main character, right? Rob Lowe, Dean Youngblood, right? So I coached hockey with the guy from Monroe Township. His name's Randy Walker, right? Randy actually did the skating for Rob Lowe in the movie.
Okay. Wow, really?
Yeah, pretty cool.
And a lot of those hockey movies, and like for Miracle, for example, they went out and they did a tryout for hockey players and then taught them how to be actors, as opposed to doing a tryout for actors and trying to simulate hockey because it's that much harder.
I tell you what, man, between 42 and Invincible, I could see a 12 seed making a run.
Well, and Invincible, again, to give you an idea of where our mind started with all of this, the original list that we saw, Invincible wasn't even on it. To me, that's absurd. It might not be a champion in this bracket. It might not be a top 40 seed, but it's on the list. And it's the 12 seed for us.
Yeah.
All right.
13s.
13s it goes. Ali. The Wrestler.
Mickey O'Rourke, give him credit.
All right. Rookie of the year.
Rowan Gardner.
And this is where I'm wondering, right now, okay, we have Blades of Glory as another 13 seed. I'm wondering if this is where the rookie should go.
Yeah.
The rookie. I'm having second thoughts on Blades of Glory. I guess we're having second thoughts on all figure skating movies. Right
Yeah.
Mom wrote in, put I, Tanya as a 16 seed.
I saw it. I like her.
I mean, yeah, that we could play that way. I mean,
For us, we might have 25 playing games.
It's hard.
A lot of mid majors getting a hopeful bid.
It is hard. Okay.
Getting some revenue dollars.
14 seeds. Here we go. Moving on. Semi-pro.
Is Semi-pro better than Blades of Glory?
I don't even know if I like them both now that I'm looking at it.
All right, take Semi-pro out for right now.
I'd take
Pro and Mystery Alaska for Semi-pro.
There you. I would love it. Yeah. Or White Man Can't Jump.
No.
Right now, White Man Can't Jump's a playing game.
Mystery Alaska in for Semi-pro.
All right, so we have Mystery Alaska. Great movie. Oh my gosh. New York Rangers go play a Alaskan hockey team?
They're pretty much Eskimos.
Yeah, essentially, man. It's great flick. Okay. Basketball. Excuse me, that's a lie. This is me not reading appropriately. 8 Men Out.
There we go.
Goon. And Blue Crush. Got a surfer movie in there. If you haven't seen Blue Crush, go see it. This chick rips up the waves. It's a great story about her own personal growth and how she had a really bad surfing accident, and it was the mental struggle to get back on the board and ride some of the biggest waves ever. Pretty sweet movie. Honestly, Blue Crush is an awesome one.
Love it. I mean, she like hangs out with the NFL Pro Bowlers.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Surfing.
There's a lot of good in that.
Surfing
movie.
and figure skating out.
Good 14 seed. I don't know if enough people may have seen it. We'll see how it does. 15 seed. Here we roll. Gridiron Gang. Another football movie for you, Mr. Robertson. I don't know if that one will make as deep as a run as you're saying the program might.
It's The Rock.
It's The Rock. Bring it on.
Here we go.
That one's there for G. Marie Rinaldi. Days of Thunder.
Yes.
Another NASCAR
Dude,
movie.
Days of Thunder has chances of making a run deep. Cole Trickle is one of Tom Cruise's greatest characters.
It is a great movie.
Like it's right below Maverick. Like he is in his full 80s glory.
Yes, I believe it. 100%.
I love Days of Thunder.
So clearly Rocky is going to be probably upsetting Days of Thunderbolt. Who do you have? What 2 seed do you have him up against right now?
Right now they're playing Friday Night Lights.
Oh!
No chance.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It's possible. We'll see what the people say.
But according to Jimbo, the football community might come out on some of these.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
We'll find out. That is a great 15-2 seed.
Yeah.
That's like Mercer versus Duke.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, VCU even.
Yeah. All right. This tournament's getting good. Here we go.
What's the last 15?
The last 15 I said. Oh, I didn't say it. Legend of Bagger Vance.
Here we go. Golf.
Will Smith in that movie. Is that Will Smith and...
Yeah, it's Will Smith and Matt
Damon. Yep.
Do we think that Tin Cup is higher than Legend of Bagger Vance from a golf standpoint?
Well, I mean, in terms of historical movie, I feel like Tin Cup probably reigns higher than Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yeah, Tin Cup's maybe just a better movie. That's where your movie's better.
Yes, because what you're watching is probably necessarily better than the historical context with which the movie.
And it's Costner in Tin Cup too, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's on here a couple of times.
Durham, have you noticed that though? I've noticed that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of double ups in actors in some of these movies, which makes sense, which is why these movies are so hard to determine.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, 16 seeds, then playing games. Then a little bit more debate on this list. Our fantastic producer, Ruben, said that we could go past 8 o'clock. We're going to get through the list. We'll debate it all with you. If there's any more phone calls, 609-807-2492. Any more write-ins that we need to talk about. Here's what I'm thinking right now. Before I do the 16 seed, I think I found where Air Bud might fall in.
Oh, God. Tell me.
We have basketball as a 16 seed.
I mean, we only gave basketball a chance to not be a play-in because it represents two sports.
That was literally the debate. Was basketball represents two sports? It is a funny freaking movie. It's
we
really
can take
funny.
basketball out for Air Bud. For the people.
I mean, the people seem.
I don't get it. Like Air Bud, like I don't get it. Like we should be putting MVP in here, most valuable primate, if that's the case.
Oh my God, that's a great reference out of you. That is a great reference out of you. I've gotten enough crap from my friends in our quarantine cardigan Snapchat group or whatever the hell we're in, iPhone group. I'm putting Air Bud as a 16 seed for the people. We're gonna take basketball out of there.
Air Bud's gonna get beat by double digits, is my prediction.
We'll see what happens.
I'm putting Air Bud against Rocky in the first round.
That's so. I mean, well, yeah, because the other 16s are Ready to Rumble, He Got Game, and The Natural. Woo!
Natural, wow.
I've heard people reference The Natural as one of their favorite movies of all time.
I have a question though. Should Ready to Rumble be in? We have the wrestler in, but should Ready to Rumble be in?
What would you replace Ready to Rumble with? Not fighting with my family.
Where's Like Mike?
Like Mike. It's in the play-in right now.
Honestly, Air Bud should be out over Like Mike, and Ready to Rumble should be in.
I think really.
Yeah, Ready to Rumble is awesome. It's tweeter wrestling.
Tweeter drank beers because, Tweeter drinks beers. No. Yeah.
I'll move Ready to Rumble to the play-in if you need me to. You
You
can't take out He Got Game in the Natural.
You can't. No. He Got Games in. I think Like Mike's in too.
Yeah, so Like Mike's in, Ready to Rumble playing.
Yes.
All right.
I feel like maybe this is just my generation speaking, but I feel like in the terms of the Ready to Rumble Air Bud conversation, more people might tend to err on the side of Air Bud.
Then those people have a terrible sense of humor and awful taste in movies.
What did Steve say?
I don't know.
Oh,
they got to figure it out.
They got to figure it
They
out.
definitely have to figure it out.
They need
I'm
to
sorry.
figure it out.
Ready to Rumble is incredible.
Okay, so now we're gonna have some mix-ups then in our playing games.
Yeah, I'm ready for the play-ins.
All right, so this is let's debate this real quick. Okay, 61 was just a write-in from your man Jordan.
Wow, 61 should be in there. That's a good call.
But we debated this on 61.
I don't
Okay,
think we did.
yeah.
Don't remember 61 being in our conversation.
I don't know how many people
That might have been the Crown.
that aren't like Jordan. Like that's a specifically good baseball movie. I don't even know if a lot of people know that Roger Maris had a hit streak of 61 straight games.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that could fall under like the 30 for 30 category.
Right. Like I believe, in my opinion, I'd probably take off 4 of these movies and put 61 on. But like that's just how I feel about it. But I don't know if when you talk about the masses.
Wait, I'm confused. I think we messed this playing thing up.
Well, now we did because we just mixed around seeds.
No. But think about it. You have to play into a seed that's not there.
Yeah.
We filled in all 64 teams.
So then we just need to add 4 play-in teams and throw them up against our 16 seeds.
Oh, so those 2 versus 1.
So those 2 play each other to be the 16 seed, and then they play the 1 seed.
Yeah, but typically 2 teams play into a spot that's not filled.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. We're just doing it differently.
All right, so just give me the 8 teams.
All right, it's only 4 now.
Give me the 4 teams.
Okay, right now. This is going to be a debate now.
Okay.
Because what did we take off that's not currently on the list?
I, Tanya, Blades of Glory, Basketball, Semi-Pro, and Ready to Rumble, which
Is a play-in. Put Ready to Rumble over
quite
there.
frankly, I'm okay with.
White Man Can't Jump has to be a play-in.
Should Cars be in there?
Okay, so this is also a debate, and I just got a text that says 61 should be on there. I agree. So that might be in the play-in conversation as well. Cars is a big debate for us people, and I really hope someone could chime in on this one from outside of Rocky and mine's head. It's an animated movie. It's an animated movie based on race car driving, but it's an animated movie. Now, one might argue Space Jams is a 1 seed, and the Looney Tunes are in Space Jams. But it's also a movie with real live humans. It's not all just animated cartoon. Right now, we have Cars as a play-in based on the fact that it's the largest grossing Disney movie of all time, I believe, or animated Disney movie of all time.
It's outstanding.
It's outstanding. It's Cars 1, too. Again, back to the Rocky, the Mighty Ducks debate. It's Cars 1. We don't do sequels here. So I don't know.
Call me if you want to have a Rocky debate, though. I'd love to.
I'd love to have a Rocky debate, too. And Creed, too, because in theory, Creed falls into that same category. So I don't know about Cars. But I do know that the people are writing in about 61. We need to get White Man Can't Jump on there. And I think Ready to Rumble could potentially be a movie on that list as well.
Yeah?
Let's put White Man Can't Jump in the play-in.
Got it.
The other few I have written down here for potential play-in games are Bend It Like Beckham.
Ooh.
Right? Kicking and Screaming.
No. I love Will Ferrell,
So
and
do
I
I.
think the movie is funny.
It is.
And when he drinks coffee and like all the time, and Mike Ditka's in it. Cool Running, dude. Don't worry, Rube. Cool Runnings is a 10 seed, bro.
Yeah, Rube.
Rube.
Come
Cool
on.
Runnings is making a run deep into the Elite Eight. I foresee Cool Runnings making it all the way to the Elite Eight.
I could see that.
It depends on who their 9 seed is.
We still have Cool Running on VCR or VHS.
They have a
something.
tough 9 seed though. That's going to be a great match.
Who do they play?
Right now, Cool Runnings, if my math is correct, is playing Jerry Maguire. Wow. Which is going to be a tough one. Wow. We did this pretty good.
We killed it. It's fire. All
All
right.
right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it this way.
We had to finish the play-in now.
Yeah, let's do it this way. 61 was voted by the people,
Okay.
right? What else was voted by the people? That we don't
Well, we
have?
already put Airbud in, so.
Okay, and then anything else?
No, so far, that's all it.
Okay,
Cars, awesome Disney movie, but shouldn't bump up those other ones. Agreed.
okay.
Pass
So-
the ball to the Italians.
I mean, it is funny. It's so funny. So all right. So we've got. How about this? We have 3 Will Ferrell movies on the board right now. We have Blades of Glory, Semi-Pro, and Kicking and Screaming.
No Kicking and Screaming.
Out of all of those,
Actually, I would take Kicking and Screaming over Semi-Pro.
I'd take Kicking and Screaming out of all 3 of those. Probably.
And none of them are on.
None of them are playing right now.
All right, Kicking and Screaming.
Okay.
So we got 61, Kicking and Screaming, White Man Can't Jump, Cars is out, North Dallas 40 is probably going to be out.
Dude, you know what we have to put in?
We didn't talk about Karate Kid.
Karate Kid's not going to make it. We have to talk about Blue Chips.
Blue Chips. A basketball movie, as Mike Golick Jr. says about passing.
I've never seen Blue Chips. I'd never even heard of Blue Chips until we started doing this.
We're going to do this right now. Okay? Just so you can formulate an opinion. We're going to type it into the IMDb. Okay?
Formulate my opinion. Here we go.
It was in 1994.
Great year, by the way. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because the New York Rangers won the Stanley Cup that year.
Wow. There you go. Okay. Written by Robert Shelton and stars basketball players Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway.
Oh, dude, I've seen Blue Chips.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
And Bob Knight, Rick Pitino's in it, Larry Bird, Matt Painter, Allen Houston, Dick Vitale, Jim Bain, list goes on.
That's Charlie Sheen's.
It's
That's
about
Charlie,
Western University.
That's Charlie Sheen's father is the coach,
Yes. Yeah.
right? Oh, yeah, Blue Chips is in.
All right, so then that's it.
There you go. Oh, Shaq is hilarious in that
That's the
movie.
tournament.
Yeah. I've seen Blue Chips.
Boom.
That's so funny. I've actually seen it.
And you know what's funny? So to give you a little bit of backstory on this whole conversation, Rocky's been screaming for. We've been doing this for 48 hours now,
At least.
at least. Rocky's been screaming about how he has no idea what Blue Chips is and why the hell is it in the tournament. And live on the Rome show, you got to witness him realize he has in fact seen the movie.
It's too bad. You know what? I feel bad for Karate Kid. I feel bad for Ready to Rumble.
What about I, Tonya?
Not so much. It's a great movie. It really is good, but like the caliber of stuff we have on the board
Is
is
good.
just so much more pure sports than it is as, kind of more of a documentary.
All right, so now here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go. We have this list in front of us. This is our last opportunity to change anything on this list before we move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to list some out here.
I think we got rid of all the crap.
I think so too. There was one I was looking at maybe that I didn't agree with that could be off, but I don't know, man.
Nah, I think we're good. I think this list is solid.
I think we are too.
I think the next thing we do is make a bracket, put it up, and let the people decide.
So we'll make the bracket. Okay. All the information will be on my Instagram page, and then I will put the bracket on the Facebook page. Okay.
The Rome Show Facebook page.
The Rome Show. Then we'll share it on Andrew.Romanella. We'll share it on Rocky's page. We'll hopefully share it. Hopefully you, the people, share it. The Romo Sapiens dive in for us and share it. And then fill out your bracket. Okay. And on that information on the Facebook page and the Instagram will be how you can send in your bracket. I'm going to have you take a picture of the bracket, and then you're going to email it to theromeshow1@gmail.com. All right, but again, this will all be in the instructions. Fill out your bracket, email it to theromeshow1@gmail.com. Okay, the voting for this will start on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday night will be the start of this tournament. We'll do our 4 play-in games. So you're going to be voting for who the 16 seeds are going to be playing up against each other. Okay, we can give you those matchups right now.
So we've got playing in the Eastern region is Airbud versus White Men Can't Jump.
Wow.
In the West region, we have Like Mike versus 61, which is a pretty good matchup.
That's a great matchup.
And in the Central region, we've got He Got Game versus Kicking and Screaming.
All right.
And then in the right region, which is, I forgot the other, and I was just trying to do it quick. Yeah. So in the right region, we have The Natural versus Blue Chips.
Wow.
So, I mean, listen, from the get, you're going to have some good stuff. And because we're quarantined, there's no reason why you can't participate and vote every single night when we throw up your 4 games.
So here's what I'm thinking. Okay. If we release, now people know this, so they have time to watch it. So I think Wednesday's okay.
No, Wednesday's
right?
perfect.
But the idea here is that you have at least 48 hours in between each voting. So if you need to watch one of these movies, you can watch one of the movies.
We could vote every night.
We're going to take 48 hours in between each one. So if you need to watch the movies, we can. And then we'll come back. The Sweet 16 show breakdown will be on next Monday. Then you'll vote for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. Then the Final 4 breakdown will be the following Monday. Then you'll vote for the Final 4 and the eventual champion, which then we'll release. So that'll be a 4-week total. And then on that last day, we'll let you know who won the tournament. The way it's looking right now is if you win a first round, it's 1 point. And that first round is 1 point for the play-in and 1 point for your first round choice. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it escalates all the way through. So the points will be higher as you get deeper and deeper into the tournament.
So what you're saying, as we wrap up Sports Coffee Talk here on the big comfy couch,
On the HamiltonRadio.net
is that we'll be here with you as you're quarantined to help you get you through this tough time with no sports.
Yeah.
With a really fun, interactive, and exciting game. And we really want to just thank everyone for joining us.
Yeah. Remember, we already could go through this bracket right now, and we could probably pick our winners. We'll disagree on some of them, hands down, no doubt. But we are doing this because we want the interaction with the people, and we would love to hear your opinions on this debate. And it is okay. You can tell us we're absolutely wrong because I guarantee you we are in a lot of areas. But we want to hear it on the Facebook, Andrew.Romanella, The Rome Show 1. On the Instagram, Coach Romo24. You can even get it at him, Coach Rocky917. Whatever it is, tune in for us. Let us know. Fill out a bracket, and hopefully we have a little bit of fun with this. Anything else?
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, we really appreciate it, guys. It's been super cool to be able to do this show on Skype from my apartment. We hope everybody stays safe out there. It's a weird time right now, but probably the smart thing to do is to not do what Rocky and I are doing right now, which is sitting next to each other. But that's family. We love you. We appreciate you, Romo Sapiens. We'll be back next week, March 30th, for another edition of The Rome Show. We are out.
To become a better leader, whether that's in business, in sports, or in life, and you haven't found a book yet to help you get to that game-changing aha moment, well, we have the book for you. Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership. Tighten the Lug Nuts will help you get to that game-changing leadership moment. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and iBooks, or at 360managementservices.com. That's the number 360managementservices.com. Pick up your copy today and start changing your leadership styles.
Do this look like work to you? Nah, looking at the lights like it's all of this for me. Everyone tonight is here, all of this for me. Hands in the air, yeah, all of this for me. Bottles over here, all of this for me, for me. All of this for me, for me. All of this for me, for me. Light flash, light flash, all of this for me, for me. All of this for me, for me. All of this for me, for me. Bottles bringing bottles, yeah, all of this for me, for me. You for real?
Basketball version of the program might be the